You can create an invoice after updating the job and clicking Save and Finish. Or locate the job in the applicable stage and click Options, then Create Invoice or Progress Claim if you have already raised a claim against the job. Create a tax invoice to claim all items, cost centers, and sections on a job. Alternatively, invoice per item in a tax invoice to claim for materials purchased or materials and labor used so far in an ongoing or on-hold job. For example, you may invoice for an air conditioning unit you have ordered, and then add and invoice other billable materials and labor once your technician is on site. All subsequent invoices will be invoiced per item, and the job center will remain unlocked so you can add additional billable items. Remember, invoicing by item will not be available if you have manually adjusted a cost center's subtotal or total. When the job is complete, invoice all items and lock the job. Create a deposit invoice to deposit a percentage of a job section or a cost center's full amount, a percentage, or value. Or claim per item to request a deposit covering specific items. Remember, all subsequent invoices will also need to be claimed per item. The graph displays how much is left to invoice. Create a progress claim to partially invoice a project. Use the claim report to review the minimum recommended claim based on actual project costs incurred up to the selected date. Once you know how much to claim a percentage of a job section, claim a cost center's full amount, a percentage, or value, or claim per item, so you can add more non-billable items to the job. Remember, all subsequent invoices will also need to be claimed per item. For individual cost centers, the invoiced progress bar indicates what percentage of the job has been claimed. When you finish creating the claim to email to the customer, view the progress claim summary on an itemized form to see what has been claimed to date, the claims created and paid off, and the remaining balance. You can then claim all cost centers when the job is complete. Create a request for claim to send to a customer for approval. You can then convert the request for claim to a deposit or progress claim when the customer has approved it, and send them the invoice for payment. When the customer is due to pay retention owed, you will receive an alert to create a retention claim and receive the final claim rebate. Hover over Invoices and click Retentions. Click the required job, or select the checkbox and click Create Retention Claim in Options. The table details the claim number and tax on each retention held. Once you've finished creating the invoice, ensure it is approved, and email the invoice to the customer for payment.